Hello and welcome everyone to a round 4 matchup. We've got Darcia and Warmachine versus Daffy Duck and Filthy. We're going to be watching from Darcia's perspective, early friendship. This is looking like their reduced entropy deck that they've run in the majority of their rounds. Warmachine with a somewhat low aura start as well as on Darcia here. Looking to get some early damage down. Absorb energy, blocks the decoy. If I were Darcia, I think I would want to start burning a little bit more quickly to get to the reduced entropy that they've run with this before. He's got both Psycho Knives up. Needs to override at least a skill there. Decoy now connecting onto Daffy gives Warmachine a little bit more breathing room. Daffy seems to be saying, if you want me to come and attack you, I certainly will. Darcia getting some good damage there. Debris Bullet connects.
What?
Crawlers does drop right on top of his head. Oh, traded once again. Now just about even on health. I think you ought to just drop the decoy for now. Maybe pick up that second Psycho Knife. Actually decides to get rid of the Psycho Knife. Warmachine moving in to help support him. Got a Shatter. Dark Hole takes the slide laser there from Filthy. Warmachine looks like he's playing really well so far. Darcia just kind of jumps in the air, watches the aura cannon coming in, just takes it. Needs to be digging faster than he currently is if he wants to get this combo out. Needs to override a few things. And eats another aura cannon. Doesn't block it either time. If he'd stood still, would have also hit the wall. Warmachine looks like he took a Fire Gehenna. Then takes what looks like a blaster there. Now erases the aura cannon there. Gonna make the pickup. Low health. Yeah, this is starting to look pretty bad here. Crawlers connects from behind. Still not overriding quickly enough. And he just eats a third aura cannon. Again, not blocking it with the glacial wall. If you're going to run a hang combo, you got to be willing to burn through and get the environmental. And so far we've seen Darcia not do that. Warmachine now got to make this pick up. No shield. Daffy is out of attacks for the moment. Dodges the charge particle, which takes Filthy away from being able to use the aura cannon for the moment. Darcia finally, one, picks up more than one capsule, and two, uses the shield. Using the orb to overwrite so he doesn't have to drop anything in his hand yet. Filthy now breaks his glacial wall. Another friendship. Gonna throw that at Warmachine real quick while he's looking for his environmental. Actually overwrites.
I can't hang this on anything.
There are some hang spots still available. Darcia seems to be a little unsure about where to take it. He's gonna lay it in his spawn for now, but eats an aura cannon right as he lays it down. And Warmachine then goes down himself. Gotta burn through that more quickly if you want to get the enviro down. Wasn't very decisive on the remaining hang spots to get it laid down either.
So what's it, city next? Yeah, highway. I mean, do you want to go with the balance change on this? Or... Ain't nothing to do but to do it, right? Almost.
So we'll be heading now onto Highway. Looks like Darcia and Warmachine picked Palace. Direction now picked by Filthy and Daffy Duck to follow up here. That was a really good play from Filthy, keeping the pressure on Darcia. Warmachine was showing up as well, made some really good pickups, and spent a long majority of that game kind of fighting 2v1 while Darcia wasn't able to execute his strategy. Looks like they are going to move to their pop deck. Has himself a relearn and a recall here. We saw some of the violent changes already hovered. Probably just needs to relearn that aura particle at this point. We got a little bit of lag there. See, Filthy up to +1 damage. Neither one at vibration levels yet. Violent change could be used. Catches a slide laser there with the flash hole. Interesting choice to use the violent change there, losing a relearn and an R particle. Warmachine taking a real beating down there by himself. Darcia again having trouble executing the combos he's got here, while Warmachine continues to take abuse down there. Now goes down. He's got some good array shields. Wasn't seeing a whole lot of huge damage out of them. Overwrites a recall, and now he's getting shattered. Does not block the Psycho Knife. There he goes. Gets it that time. Does not block the laser. Having some trouble here. Filthy and Daffy putting some good pressure down. Does catch the rapid cannon. Gonna use his boost mine. Meanwhile, he's getting all of his capsules shattered by Daffy up there up top. Uses a recall. He's losing. I think that's the second purple I've watched him lose. Losing a lot of what are likely the violent changes and the change the worlds. And he's now less capsules down than Daffy himself. He doesn't have any offense to kick him off his capsules while he's burning through. Down to 10 now. Darcia is actually at the lowest capsule count in the game.
Don't let them spam you.
And he overwrote one of his recalls. He's got a diabolical trick, but that is a long way to go with just a trick. Gets his first capsule there onto Filthy. He's got a purple and base. Warmachine is taking a lot of punishment again. About to go down. Catches the laser. He's got 2 purples in his base that he really can't afford to lose, in my opinion. Needs to go up there and make sure those aren't popped away from him. Vibration Blaster connects on to Filthy. And again, Warmachine getting a lot of damage down. Daffy only a shatter right now. Filthy is taking 18 damage now. And goes down right there. Warmachine and Daffy now with a good pinch. If he picks up what are likely a change the world and a violent change, once Filthy's up, he could pop them both out while keeping himself alive. There's violent change and a judgment. Okay, so that does take out Filthy.
It's gonna stay alive. have a flash hole and Angels win. Yeah.
A very tense game here. Darcia and Warmachine on the back foot, really struggling at first, but there is the last violent change needed. Warmachine will survive. Daffy and Darcia, I believe, go down to this.
Oh crap! Oh crap!
Darcia does not block.
No.
And Warmachine eats a laser. And that is the game for Filthy and Daffy.
I did,
After a very, very long clawing their way back into the game,
looked away for a second. I was looking
tragic,
at you jump down.
tragically losing there at the end. Darcia has been having trouble with some of the defense timings throughout this tournament, and that has been a problem for them in executing some of these nasty combos they've run. And that moves us to Panorama now with a 2-0 lead. Warmachine and Darcia need to come out with something strong here in order to get some of that momentum back.
I don't know, honestly. Yeah, shoes. Whatever.
Hovering a few different arsenals here. Looks like he's going to go with the Faith Nature, the fairly common build type.
My situational awareness is very low. Because there's no reason why we should have lost that second round. If I flash hold that. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to jump down.
So here we are, another low aura start
I thought you were going to stay.
for Darcia. His arsenals are a little heavy skill-wise. Daffy and Filthy both with really strong starts. Warmachine at 2 aura almost looks like he wants to use a vicious balance, but we see him overwrite the purple, indicating that is not the case. Daffy already at 9 aura, lays down an Opti now. Ooh. That'll be off of blazing almost already. Uses the heat now. Getting some damage back on a Filthy.
Crap.
And now he accidentally overrode his defense, it seems. Throw second one. Could have had the 8 damage there. Filthy and Daffy, this pin down combo is pretty nasty so far. The high-speed punch with the Opti following him over and over. Should have just thrown a secondary in there. Daffy now still at -2 from the
Daffy.
Armoros watch. Does lose his reincarnation, but he's able to keep some of this pressure down. Warmachine unable to assist. Filthy now down his hyper kick though. Chooses not to pick up the environmental while he's up there. And holds on to the return to nature. I think I would have much rather picked up the flame sword. Ricochet laser with the tiger strength now from Daffy. Agonies of death is massive from Warmachine. Ricochet does connect on the second bounce, comes back and instantly pops Darcia. Warmachine now with the impossible pickup here against pin down Opti and Ricochet, and it is not enough. Daffy there suspended in the air for our amusement at the end of the game, but this ends in a 3-0 for Daffy Duck and Filthy in round 4. That leaves them at 2-2 for the Swiss rounds. Possibly with a good enough score to get out. We'll have to see how other teams perform in this last round. And Darcia and Warmachine with a lot of good play, a lot of fun games. Take a tough loss here at the end and end this tournament 1-3. And we'll look forward to seeing these guys in our next tournament, but they will not be able to advance with that scoreline into playoffs. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we will have more action coming to you later this week.